Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein and today is Makeup Bag Monday, week number 25. Every week I rotate my makeup bag with new products to test out or just rotate my makeup collection. It's a really great way for me to really make sure I'm using all of my makeup and really give you guys a good in-depth review on new products. You guys really love it and have been doing it on your blogs, YouTube channel, or at home personally. If you have, please remember to share in the comment section. I love hearing your thoughts and I know it's a great place for us to build this community and share with each other the comment section as a resource and learn. If you want to see what I thought of last week's product and what I will be testing out this week, then just keep on watching. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I upload 5 new videos every week, every Sunday through Thursday. And let's get started. So last week I tested out all new products and I have to say there are some hits and there were a few misses. The first product I was testing out is a primer. This is the new Becca First Light Priming Filter. This reminds me of like a lavendery blue. I found that this was a very hydrating and illuminating primer. I felt like it helped with my redness, giving this beautiful wash of glow, and it looked really good with a lot of different foundations. I was mainly using my Sisley Le Tint foundation. That's just been my go-to recently. I also did test this out with my DMK foundation, and I also wore this alone with just concealer over it. It doesn't necessarily make your foundation last longer if you want that fresh, dewy look. This primer might be the one for you. Just be aware of that if you're looking for a primer that is mattifying and gonna make your foundation last longer. This isn't gonna be it. Another product from Becca that I really love is this new powder. It is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder, and I also have the brush. This is the, I believe they call it the Kabuki brush. This powder is gorgeous. I've been using it as a setting powder, and I haven't used any other powder to set my makeup with it. It gives me this really beautiful, radiant finish, and it sets my makeup and it helps with a little bit of that tackiness or dewiness that I don't want, but doesn't make my skin look flat or overly powdery. I do not think this would be enough if you are super, super oily. This is more like a finishing powder, but you still need to set your makeup and use some sort of mattifying product if you don't want that shine to show through, because I do notice that I am going to shine a little bit at the very end of my day. I have an oily T-zone but dry around my jawline and my cheeks. I love this. It's perfect if you have dry skin. If you have dry skin, you can use this alone. That's what I've been doing, and it's just a really beautiful like wash of glowy, beautiful, light reflecting powder that looks really gorgeous. My only thing is I did wish that they would put a little one of those twisty tops so that it doesn't just fly out whenever you move this product. I moved it around and suddenly like I have way too much product and it's just kind of a little bit of a mess, and I feel like I wasted a little bit of the product because of it. So that's one of the things about the packaging I don't like. I do like that. I like everything else about it. I just wish there was a little twist for it. The brush was really nice. I don't think you have to buy the brush, but if you are in the market for a nice Kabuki brush, what I do like about this is the handle size. It's just short enough for it to really let me buff in the product, but long enough where it's not like those short Kabuki ones where it can kind of be a little bit like awkward because it's too short. And it has really nice soft bristles, but still flexible. Sometimes you can find that Kabuki brushes are not as flexible. This one is very soft, very densely packed, but still very nice. Like, I just really like this brush. I like it. I like it. Works well with the powder. Final product from Becca I was testing out is their Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is not a concealer. It is a corrector, meaning it is just there for color to counteract darkness, and then you would still need to use a concealer over it. Typically when you are working with correctors, that's what you need to do. I found that this was really nice in helping me diminish the darkness, especially this last week around my eyes. So what I would use is my concealer brush from Sephora, and I would dab a little bit of it because it is very emollient and creamy, and only focus on the dark areas. And then I would almost set it a little bit with the Becca powder, and then I go back in with a different concealer. I worked with my Clé de Peau concealer, with my Jouer concealer that I've been loving, and this and my Jouer concealer worked beautifully. So on days where I am just super dark under there and I'm not well rested, the Jouer concealer can be not enough. So this and that is like my power combo. If you're looking for an under eye corrector, this is efficient and very good. It's very emollient. So if you're really oily under the eyes, I could see it being a problem, but you do just set it immediately. If you are super, super oily and you're looking for something as a corrector, I recommend the Urban Decay Naked. They have like a pink corrector, a peachy corrector, and I also really recommend the Makeup Forever Pot Corrector in orange. Like, it's just an actual orange. It's a little scary looking, but you are only using correctors to color correct, and then you still need to use a concealer or a foundation to kind of diminish the fact that you put orange or pink or peach on your skin. In all honesty, for day to day, I don't go in with two concealers. I just go in with the concealer. If you can see my dark circles, you can see my dark circles. I just want to look extra awake because I want to look better. Then the secret weapon would be going in with a color corrector and then a concealer. But for every single day, look, I'm a human being. I'm gonna have dark circles. So I will conceal, but I don't really care if you can see that I didn't sleep enough. Next group of products are from Charlotte Tilbury, and it was part of the legendary clutch thing I got around the holidays. I purchased it at Nordstrom's and completely forgot about it. I moved, found it again, and was like, that's embarrassing. I should pull this out and play with it. So the first thing I was testing out is the Legendary Muse Luxury Palette. It's a 4 eyeshadow quad. My thing with Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quads is, one, the formulation is beautiful. They're really creamy and soft and really easy to work with. You don't need to blend them very often. They go on and they stay put. They last all day. They don't crease or do anything weird. The only thing about these, though, are pretty much like through her whole entire makeup collection, they're very, very shimmery or satin finish. There's not a lot of matte in her quad. So if you are someone who really does not like shimmer or glitter or satin finish, you're not gonna like her eyeshadows. Her normal quads are very shimmery. This, I was a little nervous once I was looking at it and playing with it for the week because I was kind of like, wow, there's like nothing to really define my crease. I ended up using this shade. Even though it looks really shimmery, it actually is not as shimmery as it looks. And when I put it in the crease, it did a really nice job at defining and adding that dimension in my eye. This first shade up here is the one I would apply all over my eyes and use it kind of as the primer or as the all over wash of color, which I normally would use a beigey or a vanilla shade and it would be matte, but this made my eyes look a little bit brighter. And then this like orangey shimmer shade I used on my lid, and then this glitter I would just pop into the center for a little sparkle or the inner corner for a little sparkle. So I did like all of the eyeshadows. It made me step outside of my comfort zone and it made me work with this quad where I typically would be like, I need a matte, I need a brown matte, I need a taupey matte, and I need a vanilla shade, and then I'll play with these. But because I was only using this, I created a couple different eye looks, which I thought was very different, very, very not me, but still very fun and wearable, and totally why I do Makeup Bag Mondays. So if you are drawn to these eyeshadow shades, I think you'll be very happy with the quality and the pigmentation and the way you can use them. But if you are like me typically and you want a matte, this is not the palette I'd recommend for you, and it is a luxury palette, so it is kind of expensive. If you want something more wearable for every single day with some mattes, I recommend this one from Charlotte Tilbury, which is the Instant Look in a palette, and you're going to have, again, a shimmer, but you're going to have that beigey shade and you're going to have that nice little matte brown. The eyeliner I was surprisingly disappointed with because I have actually purchased 2 of the full-size eyeliners and I loved those, but they were brown and they were plummy shades. This is a black and I felt like it wasn't black enough. Like, it's black if I press really hard to do the swatch, but when I'm trying to draw it on my eyes, it's not practical for me to go in there like that. It's not as smooth and creamy as the full-size version, and I had a really hard time working with this week. I wasn't able to get that smudgy look I wanted. It didn't glide on as well. So I don't know if it's because it's a smaller sample size versus a full size. I really love the full size, just wasn't really happy with this one. And I don't know if it's the color or the size because I haven't tried the black ones before. This is called Bedroom Black, by the way, and you can buy the full size of that. The mascara, I really loved the formulation, but unfortunately, I think I'm allergic to it. My eyes have been really sensitive and watering this week, and it's the end of the week now and I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. But this mascara did a really beautiful job at curling and creating volume and lengthening and giving me that like sexy smoky eye look. So I really love the formulation. I love the brush. I just feel like maybe I'm allergic to it. I'm gonna not use it for a week and try it again, and if my eyes itch again or start watering again, it's because of this. I have a feeling this might be it because it's the only thing I've been using that I haven't used before. I just really love it though. It gives me that beautiful like fluttery, voluminous lash look, and it's a really good formula. Hopefully I'm not allergic to it. The two lip products I have from the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Clutch is the Bitten Kisses lip liner, which I really like. I love her lip cheat lip liners. They're really creamy, they're really soft and pigmented and buttery, and they do last a really long time. And then the lipstick I was using is called Secret Salma. This was not something I typically am drawn to, but I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit more of a mauvey pink, and it looks really flattering on me, especially with my gray hair. I think it did a really nice job complementing my hair and the rest of the makeup. So I love the formula. It's very creamy and it's still matte. It's very comfortable to wear. So it's a good option if you like a more matte lip but more comfortable, and it lasts a decent amount of time. I mean, it's a normal lipstick, so it's not super long lasting, but it does fade off nicely and doesn't do anything weird. These are all of my thoughts from last week's makeup bag. I'm going to share with you what I will be testing out for the upcoming week. What I'm going to be testing out mainly is some new products again and one revisit for next week or this coming week. The first product is the Zoeva Brow Spectrum, and if you watch my vlog channel, I recently did a P.O. box unboxing or mailbox PR haul, whatever you call those, over on my vlog channel. I unboxed all of my packages over there, and I got a bunch of stuff from Zoeva, and I'm really excited to test this out. I also have a couple brow products from Zoeva that are supposed to be waterproof. These are the Zoeva Graphic Brow Waterproof and Smudge Proof Eyebrow Liners. So I'm going to be mixing this with the brow powders. I also have the Zoeva Graphic Brow Fix, which I will be using to set my brows. I have a Zoeva matte eyeshadow palette that I am going to be testing out this week. These colors look beautiful. I haven't swatched them. I haven't even touched them yet. I was really happy with the Zoeva Cocoa Blends palette that I purchased myself. Very excited to see how the matte palette works out for me. I also have this Tarteist Pro Glow palette that I got at Gen Beauty that I'm going to be testing out. Super excited because there's a cream brown shade, but I don't know how I feel about mixing creams and powders because I feel like the powders always end up in the cream and then it gets all like gross. It's all really pretty when I swatched it, so super excited to test this little baby out. I'm revisiting a concealer this week from BareMinerals. I used to love this. It's the BareSkin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, and I have the shade Light. I want to try and use up some of my makeup before it goes bad, and this is one of those because concealer in this liquid form can go kind of gross. So gonna test this out and see if I still love it, if I'm gonna keep using it, try to use it up, or if I'm gonna purge it from my makeup collection. And finally, I'm going to be testing out some Zoeva brushes that were sent to me. I have never played with Zoeva brushes, but I have the Petite Face Definer. I have the Petite Definer Buffer, and I have this Fluid Arc, Precision Lip, and Petit Fan. Playing with all of those. If you'd like to see how any of those products perform, just swatches, inserts of me applying the product, and then of course my thoughts, make sure you come back next week. I do Makeup Bag Monday every Monday. If you have any questions, comments, or if you've tried out any of these products, please share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Like I said in the beginning, it's a great way for us to share with each other and really learn from each other and make the comment section a positive resource to help each other out. I learned from you guys, and hopefully you found my videos helpful. If anything, I hope my videos help motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. I know when I look and feel my best, I am just a lot more capable at dealing with whatever life has to throw at me. And if anything, I hope my video helped you unwind and de-stress from your day. I know that's why I watch YouTube, and I hope my video was able to help you take your mind off of whatever it was that you might have needed to take your mind off of. Don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification button on. I upload new videos 5 5 days a week, every Sunday through Thursday. I also have a vlog channel, like I mentioned, where I do unboxings, daily vlogs occasionally, and I'm going to be doing more lifestyle videos over there. So if you want to see how I organize things or any tips, ideas over there, make sure you check out my vlog channel. You can of course check out my blog, SereineWoo.com. It's always linked in the description box. I have a newsletter that goes out once a month, which you can sign up for with giveaways and exclusive content to get to know me more. And you can check me out on all of my social medias above my head right over here. Everything is Serene Woo except for my vlog channel, that is Serene Vlogs. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys right back here for Tester Tuesday. Bye!